Hey everybody, happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? I am just sitting here, just doing some things here. I decided not to go. It is a real crappy day out. We've had a rainstorm. As a matter of fact, I believe I'm becoming to own beachfront property here, lakefront property, because the water is like covering the grass outside, and I'm getting like, uh-oh, now either there's a drain that's not draining right, or I don't want to flood on my terrace. So I'm kind of watching that. Just doing some things here today, just hanging out, made myself a cup of coffee. I wanted to discuss something that happened to a friend of mine, and there is a situation that's very annoying. Very annoying. There's things that happen to my friends every day. These are my personal friends that I know for a long time. So these are personal friends. These are just not people that I met online. This person I know for years. She had posted something meaning that it was funny. I want to say it was funny to her. I want to make sure this is clear. Yeah. I want to say it was funny to her. It wasn't funny to the people that know her for a long time. Me. But you can post whatever you want, whatever you feel like. I get that. But remember, once you're posting it, it is, also sole property of the outside world. You may not like the reactions that you're going to get. You may not like certain things. She knows this. She's been on social media for years. She posted a little video meme of herself. It's not so much of the outside world. I'm trying to get to this nice and easy. It's not so much of the outside world. It is also a point of what I'm going to tell you now is that I told her as well. She was crying. She was upset. I said, listen, then take the damn thing down if you don't want it. Take it down. Just take it down. Just take it down. And she chose right as of now not to do that, but she's thinking. I said, you can't think. It's either a yes or a no. It's either you do it or you don't do it. The longer you're leaving it up there, the more that you're putting yourself through hell in a way. But it so much wasn't so much of the comments of the strangers. It was mostly the comments of people that she knows. She writes to me. She says, oh my God, Maureen. She says, did you see these rotten comments that people are writing about me? I says, I didn't see anything because technically I have not been feeling well for the past 2 to 3 days. I wound up the other day. It was terrible windy out. I had myself bundled, and I'm the one that puts on a hat. I'm the one that puts on a hood. I'm the one that puts on my infinity scarf from Primark. The infinity scarf, I'm nice and toasty. But at the same time, there was so much wind. I wound up with something that I haven't had in over 10 years, which happens to be a sore throat. I says, are you kidding me right now? But we'll let that go. I went to see the new Rita Ora collection the other day at Primark. I wanted to walk in there, see the new Rita Ora, which happened to have been an ordeal. Number one, it was great for me, but there was nobody in the store, which was good for me to film. I filmed this whole big thing, came home, edited it. I edited it. Going up on my TikTok, it's great. Music is there, audio is there. I go to do it on YouTube, and YouTube gave me like a copyright warning. I says, okay, fine. So I pulled the video off, took all the audio and sound off, and then reposted it back. So that's what you're seeing on my YouTube channel. Thanks, whoever liked it. But right now, it reminds me of like a real silent movie. So I'm sorry for that. But I don't want to get into trouble either. Okay, so the song that was playing was a Rita Ora song, but it only lasted for a few seconds. There was nothing else on that audio besides me talking after the music stopped. So you know what? Whatever. I abide by the rules. I followed the rules. I understood the assignment. So anyway, getting back to my friend. She posted a meme, posted something funny. She thought it was funny about herself. It wasn't, she got rotten comments on the out. She said, did you see it? I said, no. I said, should I see it? She says, go over and look at it. She says, I'm so totally distraught. I'm so upset. I'm stunned. Okay, you're stunned. Okay, fine. I went over and looked at it. I went, got my composure. I'm scrolling through because I tend to look at everything again from all angles. I don't think my friend noticed it at the time, but we did have mutual friends that we all know for years. We all know each other. I'm scrolling down and I see a few comments that actually pissed me off. And they were from friends that we know. So then my friend writes to me because I didn't respond to her. And she says, did you see any? Did you see it? Did you see? I said, yeah, I did. I said, but listen, right now, I said, I'm in the middle of something. I said, I will write you back. I said, I promise. Just give me some time. I'm in the middle of something. I said, but I do see what you're talking about. Okay. The reason why I did that and I cut her off was because I wanted to contact our other mutual friends. See, I'm already on this. I didn't like what I seen. And the fact that our mutual friends posted kind of negative comments. Our other friend who posted the video never even saw these comments yet because they were like way down below. She was just getting to not even the surface of what she was seeing, that she was upset mostly of strangers, but she didn't see the comments that people that we know. I went, hey, no. I wrote to the other one. I texted. I says, hey, what did I just see? I said, and not only that, but I took a screenshot. So this way, in case this one says, well, I don't know what you're talking about. See, I already backed myself up on this. You can't do this to me. I get you. I get you from all angles. I says, what is this? So I waited for her to say, what are you talking about? I says, yeah, what do you think? I'm stupid? I says, I'm not blind either. Here. And I sent her the screenshot. She says, oh, well, Maureen. She said, did you see what you posted? I says, no kidding. How do you think I seen it? I said, but I didn't like the fact of what you said. I says, and not only that, you're making fun of a person that we all know. That's number one. That I don't stand for. I do not stand for this at all. Not at all. Even if it was a stranger, it was done very cruelly. Now, I can't suffice for strangers that are on the outside. I can't answer for them. I can only answer for the people that I know. And this happens to be a person that we all know. The person who posted it was a friend. The person who commented was a friend. And then you got me in the middle here. She's crying. I says, I got her crying. I says, she's more upset, I says, of the people that are strangers that are knocking her and tearing her down. I says, which we can't, people are going to be people like that. I can't answer for that. I says, but you, I says, here's the comment that I seen. I said, what the hell gives on this? What's your problem? You want to explain this now? I said, because I'm going to let you in on something. She didn't see it yet. I said, because if I just sent a screenshot to you, I can easily send it to her. You want me to start World War III? I said, because I'll do it right now. I said, it's not fair what you just did to her. I says, and furthermore, what pisses me off, I said, is you got people, strangers, that are agreeing with you, that are liking what you put. They don't even know you. They don't know her, I says. What are you doing? I was livid. She comes up with the most stupidest excuse. I says, there it is. There it is. When I corner somebody in this matter, they turn around and they say the same exact thing. And I already had the answer for it because I already knew what she was going to say. This is how far I am on something. This is how good I am. Sometimes I scare myself. But you know what? I will back myself up on this because I didn't think it was right at all. She turns to me, this one. It says, well, it's really none of your business. I says, listen, there it is. There's the answer. I says, but this is a mutual friend that we know for years. I said, you just wound up slamming her. She didn't see it yet. Do you not understand what I'm talking about? Or do you just not understand English? Or are you very stupid at this point? So me and her, long story kind of short, we wound up getting into it. I says, yeah. You know what? She says, well, I have to go, she says, because I'm in the middle of something. I says, yeah, that's what I told her. I says, to straighten out your ass, I said. But after I get done with you, I said, she's going to know the whole thing. I said, because I ain't playing. It's not fair. It's not right. So then I get kind of personal because, not for nothing. I got the impression, and I kind of knew this, that this person was not speaking to this person really anymore. They kind of separated over the years of friendships, and I get this. But you know what? I let it be known. I says, do me a favor. You may not be talking to her, or maybe somebody says, first of all, you had no right to do it. I says, even though if you're not talking to her because you're throwing a dick to her, don't air out your laundry in public. I says, because then you got people that are going to come out at you, just like I did just now. I says, it's not fair. I says, and furthermore, which I kind of had to throw a wrench. I says, furthermore, This person did a lot for you over the years. You should have been more careful. Now, even though you're not talking to someone, and I get this, there's many people that I'm not talking to over the years either, but you know what? Friendship was friendship years ago. There was a certain point where you were friends with this person, and you were protective of this person, and you were great friends with this person. Perhaps you were even a bestie of this person. But you know what? Times have changed, and sometimes people separate. I get this. This was just wrong on so many levels. Did I like the post that my friend did? Not really. Not really. She thought it was very funny. I kind of gave my views on that too. I says, maybe it's not perhaps, it just doesn't seem like you to post something like this, especially about yourself. Please remember this. If you do something, if you put something up there as a meme, and kind of like, to me, there's a moral of the story. And my moral of the story is, if you post something up there, please be advised and please be aware of your own self, that ask yourself before I post this, do I want the world to laugh with me? Or do I want the world to laugh at me? And if you want the world to laugh with you, then that's different. But there are some people out there, no matter how much that they are laughing with you and they find it's funny and they think it's a cute little joke of the day, it's so cute, I loved it. There are some people out there that are just not going to enjoy that, and they're going to find it upon themselves to make themselves feel better and make a comedy thing out for themselves and keep you the butt of their joke and laughing, but they're laughing not with you, but they're laughing at your expense. It's because you posted that. So you got to take the consequences from all the way around. Okay? Then you have somebody like me. It's like, I post some things, I take it with a grain of salt. If they don't like it, that's fine. If they do, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I take responsibility for myself. But my friends tend to think kind of like a little bit different. At least my other friend, she's a little bit more sensitive. I says, no, perhaps you should have never did that. Just maybe you need to rethink or maybe take it down. I did let her in, and I told my other friend, I says, I'm going to let her know what you did. I said, she needs to see it. I said, because if she sees it after the fact that I already seen it and I didn't say nothing to her, she's going to think that I'm in on this with you, and I ain't playing games, because I am not that way. I am not that way with anybody. So I called my friend and spoke to her. She's in tears on the phone. I said, listen, do yourself a favor. Make yourself feel a little bit better. Okay, it was a joke. You thought it was a joke. It's funny. Remove it for yourself. Just get rid of it for yourself. Just rid yourself of it. I says, but you do have to understand that there are, you're putting something out there for the world to see. Not everybody's going to appreciate it. Okay? And we left it at that. My other friend decides to write me. And she says, well, I still, I know you're friends with her. I says, listen, I'm friends with a lot of other people, I says, but you are a pain in the, because that's the way I am. These people know how I talk. I don't hold on back. So I says, you know what? We're going to straighten this out. I'm going to play mediator. You're going to what? She says. I said, I'm going to play mediator. We're texting on this at this point. We're not talking. I said, I'm going to play mediator. I'm going to call you in 10 seconds. I said, you better be around to answer that phone. Because if you could text me, you could pick up your phone. I said, don't give me the crap, not now. You're playing with the wrong one. Oh, come on. She goes, I said, no. We're gonna straighten this out right now. I called her. I said, yeah, good. I finally hear your voice. Now, I don't call people up. I don't speak on a weekly basis. We don't chit-chat. We don't do any of that crap. There are certain people in my life that I'm friends with, very good friends for years, but we don't hang out, or we just don't do that. I just don't do that. I tried it years ago with someone, it just didn't work out. I just forget it. I'm better off alone. That's it. And I'm happy for that. So with this, she says, don't do what I think you're going to do. I said, oh yeah, mediator means mediator. I said, because I hope you got at least 10 to 15 minutes, I says, because I'm going to present the case right now. So what I did was I put her on a conference call, and I called the other one, and I got all three. I said, now, we're all here. She's still, I said, do me a favor, calm down, let it out, I says, let it out. She says, well, oh, so-and-so's on the phone with me. I said, yeah, there's a reason for this. I said, there's a reason for this that you didn't see. I want to out this right now. I says, on your post, blah, blah, blah. She said what she said. I said, she's got a bunch of people that none of us even know that is agreeing with her. Meanwhile, it's sad that you and I both know this one, and this one still intends to do what she's doing, I said. Now, do you consider her a friend? Because at this moment, I sure as hell don't. And I came out with it. I had to come out with this. This is how I am. I can't help it. We're going to get this out now. And she went from crying to almost a I says, do me a favor. While you're doing this, I says, you can do whatever you want. And so this one says, well, I don't know why Maureen called me. This really is none of her business. I says, listen, this is public venue right now. This is public records. I'm considering this public records. It is out in the public. But you definitely need to answer why you did that. I said, because I don't think that's fair at all. If you thought, well, I meant it to be funny. She said, well, I said, if you thought it meant it to be funny, I said, she thought her post meant to be funny. I said, but you, whatever you did, you took it upon yourself to make fun of a once owned friend. It's not fair. So, things were said, things were let out. You, I says, take the post down now. Get rid of those people, take it down. You, I says, I really think you really need to take the post down. Or maybe you can edit it somehow or something, I says, because, I mean, we all know you, I says. I be honest with you, there's a lot of things that I see just from strangers alone. I says, but you're my friend, I says, and I seen it, I says, and I kind of, it's your thing, I says, you can do that. I says, but I didn't see it at first until you mentioned it to me. I would have probably seen it hours later anyway, but I didn't get the gist of the joke. I says, I kind of felt sorry. I said, I be honest with you, I kind of feel sorry that you did it. Please rethink of what you're doing, I says. So she's, I said, get a box of tissues, let it out. Take the post down. I said, do yourself that favor, at least. I said, you could come out with more funny things. I said, you could probably come out with something else than that. I said, I just feel bad, because I know we all know her. You, I said, as for the other one, she says, oh, are you done with the pity party? I said, you don't quit, do you? I said, why don't you just shut your mouth and listen for once? I said, you hurt a person's feelings that didn't even know her feelings. She says, well, yeah, she didn't know her feelings were being hurt. She said, until you. I said, that's right. I said, that's how good of a friend I am. I said, because I'm going to let it out. I do not stick up. I'm going to let you know right now. I do not stick up for anybody. I don't believe, and here's the thing with me. There is a thing with me that friends are, the girl code. I never believed in a girl code. Never did. That's not me. I never back anybody up. I never stick up for them because first of all, if they're in trouble, I'm going to back you up. You know what you did was wrong. Why am I standing behind that? Whoa, wait a minute here. See, things like that, or if you're in something together, I'm going to come clean about it. That's your, oh, well, you should have stuck up for me. No, I already did I'm clean with myself. I'm clean with the situation. You need to stick up for yourself. See, I know it's weird, but that's how I am. I don't like to get involved in certain things. I don't stick up for things. I don't stick up for anybody, especially when they're doing the wrong thing. I ain't going to do that. But I will back you up if you say something, if I can prove that you did something, it was a good thing, then you got my side. Other than that, I don't do the other side. I just don't. So this one right here was totally, I said, listen, you are just, you're messed up. You're messed up. I said, you two now figure out what you do, or if you want to part, stay the way you are, that's fine. I said, but don't ever step on this one again for that. I said, don't let me see that happen. That's not right. That is not right. And you can't say it's none of your business. You can't say it's none of my business. It was public. To me, that's considered public record. You post something out there, the world is going to see it. So you can't tell somebody, mind your business, after you posted something. Not even from a stranger. You can't do that. So, that's my little rant for today. I played mediator on that. Did I straighten it out? By the way, the two of them know that I was going to come out with this video. And I'm sure there's going to be crickets on that. Neither one of them is going to comment on this video. I may get a phone call later, but they both knew. She says, "Oh," the one says, "Oh," she says, "I suppose that you're gonna create a video for it." I says, "Well, I think it bears repeating on this, because this is how friendships are being run. I don't care for the friendships, because social media, this is my other moral, social media tends to interfere with this. Social media has been tending to interfere with a lot of personal friendships, and people just gives them the right to do things like that, and I don't think it's right at all. I just don't. What are your views on this? Let me know. Like I said, I haven't felt good in a few days. This is one of the first days I feel okay. I'm going to be making cheeseburgers tonight, so I'm going to flavor my meats. I'm going to get my meat going. I have, what I use for that is, I buy ground sirloin. Now, sirloin is a little bit expensive, but it is more of a leaner meat. It is more it just tastes better. It's more leaner. And I use ground sirloin. I don't use regular ground chopped meat, because to me, I don't know, there's like little hard pieces in it or something. I just don't. I just use ground sirloin, and it just cooks a lot better. So I flavor that with a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic powder, and it's good. And I use an egg. I do use an egg, because that's what keeps the tenderness also of the meat. It keeps it juicier as well. So, all right. Being that I said that, thank you so much. What do you think? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll probably do a different video maybe tomorrow or Monday. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It is terrible rainstorms here. That's why I stay at home. It's just better off just to stay at home. Love to all. I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Happy Saturday. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.